Hello everybody, happy Tuesday, December 3rd. Holy crap, is it December already? That is nuts. Yes, I'm wearing my glasses today, and I am trimmed up, because no shame, no shame, nope. No shave November is no longer a thing. No shame is not a thing. I can't talk. Sorry. I will be straight up honest with you. Okay, well, first of all, glasses. I'm not sure if I've worn them on a video yet. My eyes don't, I don't need to wear glasses. They're, by the way, I haven't really checked the video to see if there's like a glare going off my eyes right now. So I apologize because I have a light right next to me right now that, there might be a light shining like right off my glasses, so you might not even be able to see my eyes right now. But so this video might be a little. Actually, let me just twist that a little bit. All right, might not be able to see me as well, but at least maybe there won't be as much of a glare in my eyes. Yeah. So I don't know if I've explained this before, but I don't really need to wear glasses, but my left eye doesn't work hardly at all. So if I close my right eye and I try to see out of my left eye, far distances I cannot see at all very well. So basically my left eye just gets really tired sometimes, and it gets really twitchy. Basically the glasses just help my left eye stop twitching. And it just helps my right eye stop working so hard. And I get ocular migraines sometimes. So basically, for those of you who don't know, ocular migraines are where it's usually precluded by me seeing spots. So I'll start to see little spots in my vision. It's usually in one spot in my vision. I'll be looking, no matter where I look, it'll be in one spot in my vision. I'll see some spots, and then over time my vision will start to go a little blurry just in one spot where I look. I'll just have a blind spot. So if I'm looking straight ahead, right here, I won't be able to see anything. And then after a little while, I'll get a pounding migraine right behind my eyes that will just it's debilitating. The migraines I get every day that my medication controls, I would rather take that over an ocular migraine any day of the week. Ocular migraines I only feel maybe once every 4 or 5 months, but they are debilitating, and they last maybe anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. They are god awful. I don't wish them upon anybody. They're awful, awful, awful. And plus, you can't see very well because my vision goes about 80%. My vision goes away about 20%, so I can only see about 80% because I have blind spots in my vision. Ocular migraines suck. Look them up. They're great. They're great. They're fascinating. They suck, but they're. Anyways, so that's why I'm wearing the glasses, just to keep ocular migraines from showing up, and just to keep my left eye from twitching, and to keep my right eye from working so hard, so the ocular migraines stay away. So that's what the glasses are on. I trimmed off the beard because it was getting itchy, and I was only doing it for No Shave November, and it is what it is. Anyways, happy December, everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I worked, and it was a shitty Thanksgiving for me, just because I would have rather been working than to spend time with family, because my family's kind of nuts. But work absolutely sucked because there was just a whole lot of drama at work. And then the whole weekend was just an absolute shit show at work, so I just was kind of bleh all weekend. And then there's something that I wanted to talk about for a while, and I don't know if I've talked about it. I know I've talked about me being bisexual on a YouTube video in the past, but I don't know if I've talked about dating while being bisexual and my struggles with it. So I want to talk about that a little bit in this video. So let's just dive right into it. So I've struggled with dating in the past because I've had the biggest. So let me try to hit the biggest points from what I've heard about people thinking about bisexuality. So I've had friends that have religious beliefs that say that bisexuality isn't real, that you have to be gay, you have to be straight, or whatever. I have had friends that say that bisexuality isn't real, you're just confused. I've had friends that just don't believe that bisexuality is a thing. I've had friends that say bisexuality isn't. I basically have friends now that think that bisexuality isn't real. I have family members who say that I'm gay because I've only been with guys. I've had, when I started dating a girl that said, "Oh, you're straight now." I've had, when I'm dating a guy, they're like, "Oh, you're gay now." That's not how it works. It's so baffling how, like, I can say I'm bisexual, and then when I'm starting dating a guy, it's like, "Oh, you're gay now." That's not how bisexuality works. And there's a picture. Actually, I can pull it up. Whoop, sorry, I just jostled my stand here that's holding my camera. Sorry about that. There's a picture I wanted to show you on here. Let me pull it up. Because I really like it. I found this on Instagram. I don't know if my camera's going to hold it or show it very well. But it's a picture I found on Instagram. The guy's kind of shirtless, but, well, kind of shirtless. He is shirtless. But I don't know if you can see it very well, but it says, on him, it says 100% bisexual, but he's holding up two signs, and one of them says 0% gay, 0% straight, and then on him it's painted or written, whatever, 100% bisexual. It's basically saying that there's no, I'm not straight, I'm not gay, I'm bisexual. So whether I'm dating a guy or dating a girl, I'm not straight, I'm not gay, I'm bisexual regardless. Bisexuality isn't when I'm dating a guy, I'm gay, when I'm dating a girl, I'm straight. I'm bisexual regardless. It's when I'm dating a girl, I'm dating a girl. When I'm dating a guy, I'm dating a guy. It's regardless of who I'm with, I'm still going to be bisexual. That's how bisexuality works, is that I'm able to be attracted to both genders. It does not mean that, sorry, I'm trying to get my timer pulled up so I don't run over the 20-minute battery life of my video. It's one of those things that I get really frustrated on, because I don't like when I'm 27 years old and it took me until just like a year ago to finally accept that I am bisexual, because people kept telling me, "No, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not," for the last 9 years that I've been out. For people to tell me, straight to my face, like, "You're just confused," or when you're dating a guy, you're gay, when you're dating a girl, you're straight, or you're confused, or you're not actually interested in girls, you're only interested in guys, because let's look at the facts, you dated like 10 guys, you've only been with one girl, or whatever, it's like, no. And this is the reason why I'm making this video, is that girls don't like being with guys that are bi, and this is why I'm making this video. But the other thing with bisexuality, before I get into that point, is that the biggest thing that I hear from people besides that point is that a lot of my friends in the past have said, like, "Man, you're bisexual, you have the best of both worlds. You can date men or women, and you're golden. You can date whoever you want." No, that's not how this works. I'm not attracted to every person I see. That's not. Oh, I wish people were educated on this. Just because you're bisexual it means I'm able to be attracted to both genders. If you're straight, you're able to be attracted to women. If you're gay, you're able to be attracted to men. If you're straight, are you attracted to every single woman? If you're a man and you're straight, are you attracted to every single woman you see? No. If you're a woman and you're straight, are you attracted to every single man you see? No. If you're a man and you're gay, are you attracted to every single man you see? No. If you're a woman and you're gay, are you attracted to every single woman that you see? No. So if you're bisexual and you're able to be attracted to men and you're able to be attracted to women, why the fuck would you think that we're able to be attracted to every single person on the planet? That makes no fucking sense. The logic behind that logic makes no fucking sense. So it just confuses the fuck out of me why people use that as logic. Like, "Oh, I don't want you to date you because you're gonna be attracted to anybody. Like, you could hit on anybody. You're so much more likely to cheat because anybody's a target. Anybody, you can cheat on me with anybody." Sorry. That's an angry spit. It's really frustrating being bisexual and dating, because yes, when I was 18 and naive and I thought, like, man, I am gonna have the best of both worlds, because I have the ability to be attracted to both genders, so I have a wider spectrum dating scene, but it's actually way narrower because so many men and women have so many issues with me being able to be attracted to both genders, and it's such a common occurrence that it's baffling. Because I've talked to 3 women this year alone over the past 6 months or so. I've talked to all of them for over a month. And all of them knew that I was bisexual. Well, I'm sorry, 2 of them knew I was bisexual. One of them didn't. Well, one of them didn't even care to look at my profile because it was on a dating app. And then after like 2 months of talking, she was like, "Okay, so like I'd love to go on a date with you," and I'm like, "That's awesome. I'd like to go on a date with you too." And we set it up, and then she was just like, "Wait, I actually just looked at your dating profile like in depth," and she's like, "And I see it says that you're bisexual." I'm like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's not healthy for me right now. That's not healthy for my life. So, I'd rather not go on a date." I'm like, "What do you mean not healthy for your life?" And she's like, "That's just not really healthy for the way I live my life right now. So like, it's just better that I don't date someone who's bisexual." And I'm like, okay. Okay, but for the past 2 months you've been talking to me and you like me, so why does my sexual preference change what's happening here? And then she's like, "Well, just because, like," and I'm like, but I was like, "Okay, so I just want to know, like, what's the deciding factor here?" She's like, "Well, have you been with men?" I'm like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Have you been with women?" I said, "Yes." And then she said, "Okay, so, she's like, "Well, I'm worried that you would cheat on me with a guy," and I'm like, "That's not how this works." And she's like, "Well, you're more likely to cheat on me because you're able to be attracted to guys too," and I'm like, "That's not how this works either, because in order for me to cheat on you, that means that I would have to be an asshole. Being an asshole is what causes people to cheat, not being bisexual. Straight people cheat all the time. Gay people cheat all the time. Bisexual people can cheat, but just being bisexual does not mean that you're a cheater, or any more likely to cheat." And I absolutely hate that I'm judged all the time. I would almost say 100% of the time for being judged of being more likely to cheat just because I'm able to be attracted to both genders. And it's absolute bullshit because I would never cheat. I have been cheated on 5 times. I'm sorry, by 5 different people. I've been cheated on like 17 times. Actually, I've dated 2 girls. I'm sorry, 3 girls. And one of them cheated on me after a month. She went up to her college town up in Minnesota, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago, and we were having dinner when she came back, and she said, I don't know if this is a deal breaker or not, but I got drunk at the college party and like 5 guys fucked me. And I just wanted to like come clean with that, but I just want to move forward and, let that be in the past. And I'm like, all right, well, this is over. And she's like, "But why?" I'm like, "Because you fucked 5 guys. Like, you fucked 5 guys. Like, why would you think that that's... If you told me that, what?" It's like, I had 5 guys, but I had 5 guys for lunch. That's a food chain. I didn't have 5 guys inside me. I had 5 guys inside me, but it was food. It was a food chain. You had 5 guys inside you, but it was 5 dicks. That's a totally different situation. It's just, Well, now that I brought that up, I had to flag this video. I'm gonna have to flag this video. I'm so fucking frustrated with... I'm just frustrated. There's just a horrible stigma around bisexuality that we're more likely to cheat because we're able to be attracted to both genders, and it's not true. We're not more likely to cheat because assholes that have shitty personalities are more likely to cheat. Because it's the personality of someone that causes them to cheat. It's not their sexual preference that makes them more likely to cheat. Just because I'm able to be attracted to both genders does not cause me to think about cheating. I've been cheated on by 5 different people. That is the worst pain ever, in my opinion. And that's coming from someone who's been raped by 4 different people. You know, I hated being cheated on because I trusted someone with my thoughts, my feelings, my past, and, you know, telling them about myself, my life, my family, and trusting them with my body, and then they just went and threw all of that away for nothing. And, you know, for someone to say to me, you know, oh, you're more likely to cheat because, you know, you like dudes too, or for a guy to say to me, well, since you like women too, you're gonna cheat on me with a woman. It's absolute ludicrous, and I just wish people are more educated, and you know, everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to have their own opinion. I'm just saying that I wish people would educate themselves before they would jump to conclusions, and just judge people based on no facts whatsoever. Just base people off their own preconceived judgments based on literally no facts whatsoever. There's literally no scientific evidence that being bisexual will cause people to cheat more. That is pure fiction. That is pure judgment. That is just pure bullshit. And it's extremely frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. And I have been rejected more times than I can count, and I have not met a single woman in my entire life yet, except for that one girl, but obviously she turned out to be a complete slut. I have not met a single woman yet that has been comfortable with my bisexuality, that has been comfortable with the fact that I've been with men, and that has wanted to pursue something more. I have not met a single one yet. And I'm 27 years old, and I have talked to, I'm not saying gone on dates with. I haven't been on a first date with a woman in probably in 4.5 years. And I've talked to meaning sent a message to and gotten a message back. Talked to probably 20, somewhere in the ballpark of 20, 25, somewhere in there, woman in the past 4.5 years. Not a single one has lasted more than a month. And that has always, well, I mean, I'm sorry, that's a lie. The past, in just past 4 months, I've had 2 that lasted more than 2 months. But that's it. And then, you know, they just got super uncomfortable with the fact that I've been with men. And that they told me that straight up. They're just like, I'm sorry, we can't get around it. And, you know, it's uncomfortable because it's just like I've got a curse for who I am. And I don't know if and I'm sure there's other people out there that have the same situation, and it's a shitty situation. Because just for being who I am, just for being me, just for being bisexual, I'm being punished for no reason whatsoever. It's just judgment. Because there's no scientific evidence behind it. And I'm just repeating myself over and over again, so I'm just going to stop there. But it's just, you know, it's really frustrating, and it's just deflating. You know, I've been feeling kind of blah the past month, and I think it's just because of that. You know, it's just that bullshit that it just keeps me. It pulls down on me a little bit. You know, and I keep saying all these things that I keep saying all these things that, you know, I'm trying to live a happier life, and that's true. And I'm not saying that I'm going to keep, you know, that I'm going to let this, you know, completely ruin my life. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But, you know, it is a frustrating fact, and it is a frustrating circumstance that I'm trying to get around. You know, that just, you know, it's just shitty. It's just shitty. You know, I just wish more people were educated on the facts that shitty people cheat. Shitty people do shitty things. People based on their sexual preferences, that's not are basing judgment off of people just based on their sexual preferences is just I can't wrap my head around accepting accepting people's opinions on that. I just can't. It makes no sense, and there's no. It's pure judgment, and it's just pure bullshit, and I just can't. I can't get my head wrapped around it, and it's just not. I'm never going to accept that. That you can judge me straight up, right to my face, saying you're gonna cheat on me, or you have a higher chance of cheating on me, just because if you're a woman and you say to me you're gonna cheat on me with a man, or you have a higher chance of cheating on me with a man, because you're attracted to men too. Why not? I can cheat on you with a woman too, but you're not gonna bring that part up because I'm attracted to men too. Like, I'm just as likely to cheat on you with a woman as a man because I'm attracted to both, but you're only going to focus on the men part because I'm able to be attracted to both men and women. And that's the part that really frustrates me, is that men and women alike keep saying you're going to cheat on me with the opposite gender that you are. So like, women say to me like you're going to cheat on me with a man, and men say to me you're going to cheat on me with a woman. It's like, I could cheat on you with the same gender that you are, but I'm not going to, because I'm not an asshole. Assholes cheat. I do not, because I'm not an asshole. Assholes cheat. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand this. Like, you have to take a chance. You have to take a leap. If you enjoy someone's company, you enjoy talking to someone, you enjoy everything about someone, take the leap. Take a chance. If you fully trust someone and then you just say, you know what, just because of your sexual preference, I can't take that chance, you're basing all of your love, all of your feelings inside of your chest, all of your feelings inside of your heart, off of what? Off of a fear of someone's sexual preference? Really? Like, come on. Get real. It's 2019. It's going to be 2020 in like 28 days. Get your shit together. Take a risk. Like, if I was dating a woman and I said I'm straight, and then we dated and we were together for 3 years, and I said, you know what, actually I'm bi, but I was scared to tell you, and then you broke up with me, then that would show your true colors real quick. But I wouldn't do that. I'm straightforward and I'm honest. I am bisexual, and I don't care about telling you that because that's who I am. But seriously, people, take a chance. If you actually enjoy the person I am, if you enjoy the person that someone is, and they are bisexual, they're pansexual, they're transgender, they're whatever, just try to make it work. If you truly enjoy the person they are, if you feel a true connection with that person, if you truly believe that you have a connection with someone, trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust your heart, and please, 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 please give yourself a chance. You only live once. Don't let your fears, don't let your judgments get in the way of your chance of true love, your true... Just give it a chance. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying, I should say. That's all I'm asking. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on the issue. Because that's my life. Is just dealing with constant rejection based on who I am. And it's not, I'm not saying that for a pity party, I'm not saying that for sympathy, I'm just saying that to try to educate just to educate those who are guilty of just, judging before getting the facts. Because I am not more likely to cheat because I'm bisexual. People who are assholes are. So I'll end it at that. And I have my bisexuality flag hanging proudly. It's a 3 foot by 5 foot flag hanging right there, and it's got pink, purple, and blue, and it's got equal parts pink, equal parts blue, and it makes purple, obviously, it's red, I should say, red, blue, and then purple, because red and blue make purple. And it's got equal parts red, equal parts blue, because you are not more straight or more gay. You are equal parts. You are well, you're not equally parts gay and straight. You're equal parts. You're not more gay, more straight. You are 100% bisexual. You are that is the biggest. That is what I open up the video with, is that bisexuality does not change with your relationship status, and that is one of my most favorite quotes ever, based on my sexuality, is that bisexuality does not change with your relationship status. Whether you're dating a woman or dating a man, you are still bisexual, and be proud of that. For people that are out there that are bisexual, be proud of who you are. I have not been until about a year ago. Now I am, and I am proudly telling everybody that, I start to talk to, I'm bisexual, and if you have a problem with that, run the other direction, and they are. They are, and it hurts, but I'm trying to educate people so they don't, because it's, it sucks that they're judging me right off the bat without, getting to know me at all. So I'll go to my sobriety quotes for the day. This is a good quote. The sober start: if you're going through hell, at least act like you own the place. That's a great quote. I like that one. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Some of these are repeats, because like I said, these packs only go for 30 days, and then they just keep repeating themselves. So some of these I'll repeat, but they're good. I like reading them still. And then some of these are like, they're tasks. So I am thankful. Today, choose one person and tell them you are thankful to have them in your life. And more often than not, that one, I go to my friend Matt and I tell him, I love you, bro. And, I'm so thankful that after all the shit that I put you through, you haven't, left my side. Because I put him through a lot. And then success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Which is true. But, I will be 1,000 days sober on December 16th. So next week I will do my video on December 10th. And then the week after that, I will be doing my video on December 16th. No, I will not. Actually, yes, I will. December 16th, I have a dentist appointment in the morning, and then I work 11 to 7. So on December 16th, my video will not be coming out until like 9 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. So I want to make my video that day just because it's very significant to me, because it is 1,000 days sober on December 16th. I know that it's late that day and I could just make it the next day, but that's 1,001 days. I want to make it significant to me. So December 16th, my video will come out a day, or that week. It'll come out a day early on December 16th, late at night. So just letting everybody know, December 16th. So December 10th, a week from today, I'll have a video. Then the following week, December 16th, my video will be out at about 9 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. To let everybody know, because I'll get home from work about 7:30, take a shower, make my video, upload it. It'll be up about 9 p.m. So next week, I'll have the video up about noon. It's up a little late today just because I had a doctor's appointment today and it pushed everything back. So next week about noon, Monday the 16th, about 9 p.m. It'll be 1,000 days sober. I cannot wait. I'm probably gonna have a cheat day that day and have pizza or something. I might even eat it while I'm on camera. I don't care. But anyways, everybody have a great week. Have a great weekend coming up. I will see everybody next week. Keep fighting, keep loving, keep living, keep laughing, keep fighting on, keep living. Every breath you breathe is another day fighting. For those of you fighting sobriety, download that I Am Sober app that I just read those quotes off of. I am not getting sponsored by them. I don't take money from anything. I'm never going to monetize this channel. This channel is just purely for relating purposes. And I will have my Instagram, my Snapchat in the description, and you can comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you'd like. If you like these videos, it's awesome, and I really hope that people are getting something out of these videos. And I just really hope that people have a great week and great weekend coming up. And happy holidays to everybody, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I realize I'm talking at 1,000 miles a minute. I'm gonna go eat something and slow it down and just simmer down. I had I'm just 6 days in a row at work for the first time since my surgery just kind of did me in. So, anyways, everybody have a great day, and I'll see everybody next week. All right.